welcome to One Doll One Head Knitting and Crocheting podcast, my friends. Today I would like to give my final review to the kit that I purchased from Books A Million. If you haven't watched my previous videos about it, I bought it at a bargain in quotes price for $24.97. Don't seem like a bargain price to me. Seems pretty standard or even high priced. And I had a couple of videos where I was walking over the instructions and where there were mistakes, and there obviously were mistakes. This is the original little guy. He doesn't have a name. You know how sometimes they do like Fred the Frog. This one is just Koala. It doesn't have a name, and mine turned into a little girl koala. I like her, even though it was fiddly to make. I like the final result, and I completely reworked it, and I'm actually planning to make another one, follow my own instructions, and release a pattern, because it's my final koala is not this koala, okay? I'll just say that. But this little lady is adorable. Look at her tiny little paws and her arms and her sweet little face. I just adore this sweetheart. I made her a little bow from eucalyptus leaves and a branch that she likes to gnaw on. This was literally just free-handed. I didn't follow a pattern for the branch or anything. I just kind of literally just free-handed this thing, so she would have something green to complement that little bow thing. But yeah, here she is. She does have a little smile under her big koala, beautiful nose. And so my final thoughts are that the pattern is just absolutely disappointing. If you haven't watched my videos where I was going over the pattern instructions, like inconsistencies where the head and the body end on different counts, and then it tells you to stitch them together. Although I don't understand how you can stitch 6 stitches onto 12 stitches, honestly. So I had to use my head and rework that. And I have to warn you that this is absolutely not a beginner friendly pattern. The only way you'll figure it out, and most of it you'll just have to wing it, is if you're an experienced crocheter. That's it. This is just my honest opinion. I might be wrong, but I just cannot see myself as a beginner about 10 years ago that I would be able to get past through the very obvious mistakes in the pattern and just wing it. Now, with all the experience I have of making toys, yes, I can, but before then, no. And so even in the end, guys, what I want to show you is something pretty crazy. So finishing, weave all the ends together. Holy smokes. If you're a crocheter, you know that there's no way that you could do that. You could not weave all the ends together, but what you could do is weave all the loose ends in, not together, because after you make legs there will be loose ends. After you make your arms, there's a loose end at each arm. After you make each ear, there's a loose end that needs to be woven in, or yarn needle. You just put that loose end through the ear and then weave in and out and hide the tail. But imagine like your frustration if you're trying to weave all the ends together. That's just not gonna work. So that's a flop. I don't understand in what world this was okay to phrase it like that, and then just go ahead and slap it in and publish a book and, you know, make profit out of these kits. They could be so much more joy if some time was actually put into them to test the patterns, and correct them and edit them. But I guess that's a spending that whoever put this particular kit together, that's a spending they were not willing to include in the budgeting for the profit, which is a shame, honestly. And then another thing that will absolutely frustrate you and really made me laugh. Number 3, sew the ears to the top of the head. Seriously? Look at this koala. Now, where is koala's top of the head? In my world, like my little brain sees this part as top of the head, right? Like if it's a bunny, I can see sewing the ears up right here to the top of the head. If it's a kitty cat and we make 2 little triangles for the ears, we will sew one here to the top of the head, correct? But we're talking about a koala. How in the heck are we supposed to do that? Koala's ears are on the sides of the head. Sides of the head, not top of the head. Again, whoever put this kit together just did not give 2 rats about putting correct instructions and making it pleasant and joyful for the crafters to work through. And I already addressed number 2, align the head and body. One ends in 6 stitches, one ends in 12. How are we supposed to align them and sew them together? That is something you guys will have to figure out on your own. If you want to rework it and make it always like one piece, or end one of them, or rather end both of them on 6 stitches or both of them on 12 stitches. Yeah, so this actually concludes my review, and I would say that I would never purchase this for anybody wanting to learn to crochet. I would only recommend this to advanced artists who have a very good in-depth experience of making toys and know how to fix crappy instructions. And as I was reviewing this kit, there's a whole book that comes with it for all of those little guys. There's monkey, sheep, and a little mousey, duck, a doggy, and hiding right there, right? So there's a whole book of these little creatures. These are the instructions. And so initially I was just saying that I was hoping with all my heart that the floppy, goofy instructions, incorrect counts, only applied to this one, and that I was hoping that as I work through the rest of the patterns in this book, that the instructions will be more precise, more clear, and more pleasant to work through. Well, I'm just gonna give you a little heads up and tell you that nope, that is not the case, and I am through and through disappointed in this kit. I am currently making the little duck. That's right there, that little ducky. And let me tell you, there is already a mistake in the count. Like they have a certain number of stitches for one part of the body, and then they have you decrease, and after the decrease, how many stitches they tell you to decrease and how many stitches you're left with, they just don't add up. They don't match correctly. So again, there's a mistake in the duck instructions, but I'm gonna work through them, and as I get more and more details done, I will do another video and we will talk about the duck and how to fix it. But for today, this is it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me thumbs up for my hard work, and consider subscribing to One Doll One Hat for more. yarny chit chat and just different life updates and yarny adventures and shenanigans. I absolutely love making toys. They give me joy and happiness. I hope you do too. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week and enjoy your projects. I hope they don't give you headaches like this one did to me, but look at the result. She is a queen of all koalas. She's just so super cute. I love her. She was worth the hassle and the headache because I am not selling her. She's just gonna sit on the shelf behind my desk and give me joy because I love this little one. She's staying with me. Well guys, it was nice chatting with you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, hanging out with me. I'll catch you soon. See you in the next video. Bye friends.